Edwinn and Jordan are going to have to work together. And if my memory serves me right, this music right here.
Your memory serves you right, Doc.
Clint Poe, hailing from Great Falls, Montana here. That man right there, let me ask you this. Who do you think Dr. Feelbad's more mad at? Clint Poe, who has to fight both Styles and Edwinn here tonight in a handicap match, or do you think he's kind of mad at them? Because we all know Clint Poe can brawl.
Yeah, Clint Poe, the Axeman, is the definition of a brawler. Also a bit of a psychopath, brings a weapon to the ring that could kill another human being, but we just let that go because he's a big dude with a beard, right?
No, it's the simple fact that he has a guard on it. And,
he's taking the guard off to threaten people with it. I don't care if it's guarded by...
Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Yes, I've seen this.
You've seen him threaten people?
Yes, so you were sitting next to me, Doc.
When did he take that off and threaten?
A couple months ago. He took it off and was being very, scary with it.
Well, here's the fact of the matter. You can yell about an axe. You can yell about the trophies that Styles brings down to the ring. You can yell about the big book that Edwinn. But one thing's for certain. These three men right now are going to fight.
Oh,
yikes.
That's not.
Jordan is starting to, lose it.
Mother!
The crowd when they know they can get to you, they're going to dissect you.
No, I know. I'm aware of this. Church decided to call me Billy Kool-Aid once, and it's never gone away.
I hate to quote Church again, but he's kind of said it. Jordan Styles is Wes Newton's bitch. And I hate to say it, but they are proving it here tonight. Look, he's not even looking over across the ring at that mammoth Clint Poe.
If Jordan wants to get out of the slump that is 2019 and turn 2020 into the year of Styles, he needs to let these crowd just chant themselves into a coma because they're not worth concerning himself about. I've told him this multiple times. You said it on commentary. I've said it on commentary. Everyone said it. He needs to get his head together.
Well, right now, he needs to get his head in the game and right across the... wait a minute. Perfect setup. Styles and Edwinn now attacking Poe. Got him down to one knee now. Throws him into that opposite corner. And now Edwinn... Little kick for good measures, but he misses the splash. Styles missed the splash, and here we go. Clint Poe up and chucks him like a bag of potatoes. And Edwinn tagged in here. Is he regretting that tag? That's what I want to know. But wait a minute, I don't think he saw the tag.
Oh, big
Edwinn raking the eyes.
Now this is the advantage of a handicap match is, well, quite simply that the team has the ability to tag in and out. So Clint Poe, while a humongous person, might be bigger than both of them combined, does have a disadvantage in that he has to face two people instead of one.
Point taken, and off the second turnbuckle, and he didn't go off his feet.
No.
Edwinn could not take the big man off his feet with that.
No, but ran right into the corner and prone in the corner, giving himself up to a bit of a double team right now between Jordan Styles, now running his shoulder into
the rib cage of Clint Poe. Clint Poe is just not... was he prepared for this? Belly to belly.
What a beautiful belly to belly.
Only a one count.
And that's a big man, Jordan Styles, just belly to belly.
They're saying it was a 2 count, but Tony, you saw that was just a 1 count.
Yeah,
Poe jumped right up out of that.
It was a 1.5. If anything, it was a 1.5.
Okay, Styles, have you not learned anything yet? Why are you... And I'll say it, our first plate of chops served here tonight at February Fury. And taking out the knee is Jordan Styles. Poe's knee's hurt. They have now found something to attack, an area. And one thing we know about Jordan Styles, he knows how to prick his opponent part by part.
Well, the best thing about a tree is that if you chop it down by the roots, it falls to the ground, and that's what they just proved.
Okay, what's he doing out here?
Who? Oh.
Tommy Trueblood is out here again.
What else is new? Tommy Trueblood for the last several months has been scouting talent.
Yeah, but when is he going to finally pick somebody? He's scouting now.
Time out. Forget Tommy.
Insaguri to the back of the head, though. Jakob Edwinn, impressive. sorry I diluted from the match, guys, but my God, I mean, True Blood on the other side, he usually comes out the curtain. I'm just shocked that he came up through the regular entranceway there where the people come through.
Let's not talk about
but
that.
Now those big boots to the chest is what Jakob Edwinn's delivering, and Poe's holding his knee. Poe is hurt.
Well, they've done a very good job of focusing on Clint Poe's knee, and they've definitely chopped down the big oak tree, so to speak.
Yeah, you could say that. And right now the Axeman in trouble. 2-on-1 here. I mean, why would you put Poe in a dangerous predicament like this? Because we both see Edwinn and Styles can hurt your Poe's, but wait a minute! Suplexing both of them. Poe with a damaged leg.
That was impressive. I think this is more of a Dr. Feelbad trying to test out Clint Poe to see where his breaking point is. If he can defeat both these men in combat in a match, he might be destined for greater things.
But here's the question. Oh, wait a minute. He got that axe. Edwinn. Turn around. He misses him. Big boot by Clint Poe. Styles now has him. Spine buster delivered. 1, 2, and no. Only a 2 count. Wait a minute. Did True Blood just slide him an axe?
True Blood just handed him the axe.
He slid that to Styles, though.
Yeah?
Why did he do that for?
Whoa! Was Jordan Styles about to... No.
Turn around, Jordan. Has him up. Beautifully executed powerbomb. This is over. There's the 3. Clint Poe defeats both Styles and Edwinn in a handicap match. Oh my God, how the tables turned on that. Could you blame Tommy True Blood for that loss, Tone?
I don't know if to blame Tommy or let's focus on the particulars here. That was a massive powerbomb that Clint Poe just delivered.
I mean, he threw Jordan Styles up in the air, caught him, and then just drove him into the mat. What power from the Axeman. And Clint Poe victorious here in a handicap match. Limping away, though. He knows the next... tomorrow morning, he's going to know he was in a fight. But my God.
Definitely
as you can see, the fans throwing up the sign there. Once again, the X-Man.
Once again, Jordan Styles. Wait a minute. This is the first time.
He's laughing to himself. I think Jordan's lost it.
Is he crying or laughing? That wasn't.
What is this? What is going on here? Oh, Jordan, don't do this.
After 6 months of scouting, has Tommy Trueblood found a disciple finally?
I wouldn't say a disciple. I'd say more like a...
Well, I guess we don't want to use the term disciple for Jordan again.
Yeah, Jordan's no longer a disciple. Jordan's his own man, but... Look at his...
Tommy's giving him a pep talk like no other. Look at the demeanor change. Doc, did you see that?
The world of pro wrestling, it's bigger than ever. So how can you possibly keep up with everything that's happening? Just pro wrestling news. Don't fear falling behind. Give us just 5 minutes every morning and we'll catch you up on the biggest news in the world of pro wrestling. No filler, no rumors, no spoilers, no pop-ups. Just pro wrestling news. Subscribe on your favorite podcast app or tell your smart speaker to play the Just Pro Wrestling News podcast. Find out more. Go to justprowrestlingnews.com.
Locker room. If you can have a match that impresses Shane Andrews, you belong in RWA because he is not easily impressed.
Oh, now he saw the sign.
He saw the sign. We're good.
He saw the sign. I think
he probably played the Pat Benatar version. That's why it didn't work.
And it's just...
all right, let's focus.
Yeah, let's definitely focus on the match here. Andrews taking on O'Reilly here. And like I said, Andrews has quite an extensive resume himself. You know, TNA. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
Again,
mind games.
Shane Andrews is the measuring stick for RWA. If you want to make it in RWA, you have to make it past Shane Andrews first.
And have a photo shoot, I guess. I don't know what we were just saying.
Say what you will about Shane Andrews, and me and him have not agreed all the time, but he is the measuring stick.
Yes, he is. Trained by Mr. Fuji, and we are seeing the mind games Mr. Fuji was teaching just a second ago. And right now, Shane Andrews and O'Reilly back and forth here. This is Joey O'Reilly, and little push, little shove. A little bow there.
That was like
that
was two different Helmsley gimmicks right there at once. It was weird.
Yeah. Who cares about that guy? But I mean, Shane Andrews though, and O'Reilly now testing the waters, you could say, getting a feel, I guess. And right now, Andrews twisting that arm, cranking it. Oh, how's your shoulder feel, Joey O'Reilly? Joey O'Reilly, he's going to go grab that rope and get out of harm's way. And now the bad boy has him in the middle of the ring there. And that arm, whoa, what agility by O'Reilly. Wow, did you see him flip there and pushes the face of Shane Andrews? We've seen people push Andrews to the limit, and it's not pretty.
Shane Andrews has rarely met up with someone who can match him in speed and agility. I think we might have someone who can.
And like I said, this Joey O'Reilly is no joke. I mean, like I said before, quite an extensive resume here. And now squeezing the head. Into the ropes goes Andrews. Big shoulder block and takes O'Reilly down.
Flips him off.
Up and over. Look at the agility of the Irishman. And Andrews giving it right back though, off the ropes. Thought we were going to see a hip toss, but never mind. We are going to see one. Courtesy of Shane Andrews, arm drag. And O'Reilly in trouble, doesn't know where he's at. Another one. 2 arm drags.
Those arm drags were violent arm drags. I've never seen an arm drag slam someone that hard.
There is nobody. I can say this. I've seen many people in this company. What a drop kick to the knee though by Andrews. Shane. I know he's lining up for it. Here we go. A little bit of martial arts background. One more. He's asking the crowd one more, and I think the only one that doesn't want one more kick is Joey O'Reilly. One more, here we go. Lines him up, misses him. Did you see catching him with that back kick to the skull? O'Reilly's down 1, 2, and no! Only a 2 count.
O'Reilly doing the smart thing and getting out of the ring after eating that volley by Shane Andrews. It's probably the only thing he really still had in the bag besides eating a 3 count.
I mean, if you really want to get technical.
Hold on, Shane's coming out to him.
And now they're on the outside brawling here. Big punch by Andrews. Here comes O'Reilly. Misses him again. A big punch by Andrews. Good Lord, how's your chest? Joey O'Reilly. Good Lord, I think his nipple went to the 3rd row. And no! Against the apron.
That nipple had a family.
It did. Pardon me, folks. My God. I mean, his back was against the apron, which is the hardest part of the ring. And right now, throws him right back in the ring. Shane Andrews in control of this matchup, but he better be staying on his A game. He has to stay on his A game, and there it is.
One hiccup by Shane Andrews, and O'Reilly is now in the driver's seat.
He is capitalizing here. This is his first time wrestling in PA, by the way. And right now, he is showing the state of Pennsylvania, the West Newton faithful, that he belongs here in RWA. And multiple kicks. And that last one, that had to have taken Andrews out.
Andrews is on Dream Street 1, 2.
Only a 2 count, says
Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins. We're going to go with it. Sorry, Bo. Off the ropes. Big boot to the face, another one. And here comes O'Reilly again, senton. What the heck? Bam! Holy shnikes!
It's called a moonsault in wrestling. It might get 3 count. 1, 2. No!
I mean, he caught himself. I was still on the handstand.
Handstand moonsault.
And right now, he is just... Andrews is getting frustrated. I mean, that's all there is to it. This O'Reilly is just capitalizing.
O'Reilly getting some massive air on that drop kick.
Did you see how bad he just kicked him in the face with that drop kick? I mean, he landed that boot to cheek on that one. Oh. All right, now attacking the ribs. O'Reilly is, I mean, you know, you see a high flyer, you see agility, but you also see a brawler. I mean, when you come from Ireland, you're a brawler.
Yeah, if you're Irish, you know about fighting, and that's not a stereotype. That's a legit fact. You have to fight on the streets of Ireland.
And right now, O'Reilly showing that, and that drop kick. I mean, he put him up on the top rope, and Andrews just come crashing down. I mean,
listen,
O'Reilly's on top of this.
Speaking to a kinsman right now, last name Kincaid, O'Reilly.
Doherty? Irish too?
No one cares about you, though.
Oh.
O'Reilly's making a great showing, despite the fact that Shane Andrews now has the upper hand.
But he is delivering those rights, though. Shane Andrews is. He's trying to come back here. And a poke to the eyes.
Well, in a street fight, you kind of need to do whatever you need to do to get the upper hand. Lifting him up.
Big suplex delivered. And now O'Reilly on top here. 1, 2, and no. Only a 2 count again, says our referee, Bo Browning.
Yeah, Bo needs to kind of pick up on the speed. I'm noticing a lot that Bo tends to get tired in matches, probably because he misses the Shire. His counts slow down.
And now dropping that knee into the spine, Joey O'Reilly. And he has him right in the middle of the ring. And he has that reverse chin lock applied. And he's just squeezing the air out of the bad boy, Shane Andrews.
Well, Shane Andrews is such an agile figure that keeping him on the mat might be the way to victory here for O'Reilly.
And right now, O'Reilly has this. O'Reilly could be coming away with his first win, especially against somebody like Shane Andrews. And oh, wait a minute, chin breaker though. Andrews trying to take away that momentum. Here he comes off the rip, and big leg lariat by O'Reilly.
That was beautiful.
1, 2, and no! Again! Andrews oh no, wait, O'Reilly's not giving up here. 2 again.
Joey O'Reilly is one big move away from a massive upset, and he's a talented individual. This would be an upset.
I mean, he's held the IWN Heavyweight Championship for over 788 days. He held that championship. And now,
rocker dropper?
Hey, we're going to go with it. 1, 2, no! Just in the nick of time, Shane Andrews kicks out, and this is why Andrews has held multiple championships.
It was actually
here in RWA.
less of a rocker dropper and more of a Booker T style axe kick, but man, was it effective! Almost got the 3 count.
It was very fluid.
Yes,
very fluid.
Very fluid.
And right now, O'Reilly setting him up for something here, and if he goes that top rope, it's about to get ugly here. And oh my, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Again, the West Newton crowd trying to get into the head
Doesn't
here.
matter because it looks like he's about to go flying.
Has him up. Whoa! Oh, he landed to his feet. Big kick. And now, Andrews is just,
he's out. O'Reilly's out. Night.
1, 2, no, and O'Reilly kicks out. O'Reilly landed on his feet from that.
Did you see how much rotation he had on that top rope maneuver?
Yes, I do. I can't believe he landed on his feet, though. My God. And then Andrews, with the plethora of kicks, has him up. Nobody. Oh, wait a minute.
The brainbuster, it looked like.
Yeah, that's Andrews' patented move right there, the brainbuster. He lands that. O'Reilly's going nighty-night.
Knee to the head.
What a way to kick out of it. Drops that leg right across, the throat right across the leg, O'Reilly did. And now, O'Reilly still trying. No, don't call him on. He can't do nothing. He has a cane. Has him. Oh! Throws him.
Belly to belly into the turnbuckle.
Wait a minute. Oh softens him up for it. Drops him. Brain buster. This could be at 1, 2, and 3. Welcome to RWA, Joey O'Reilly. Shane Andrews victorious here, but Tony, give it up to Joey O'Reilly.
I will give it up to Joey O'Reilly. Man, oh man, he was one big move. Just got caught by the lower end of the turnbuckle on that belly to belly.
my God, it's Marshall Gambino and Stevie LeBell. What are they doing here? They're the members of the Four Horsemen. If you've been living under a rock, myself and Mr. Kincaid here also commentate for a federation called 2PW, Prospect Pro Wrestling.
Settle down.
What are...
No one else. I got a newcomer up. This is the Rowan and Stevie LeBell. And I was calling him. Hey, listen. I told him. I said, Super Hentai and Gregory are two guys that you want to model your career after. But I mean, they've been everywhere. Multiple championships between them. I mean, you know, whether you love them or hate them, they're that damn good. You know, it's hard because you think about the three of us, there's 60 years of experience in the ring right now. You know, and as we were driving over, you know, I told you, these guys are like family to me. But sometimes family's gotta.
Oh! That was a big shot. And one thing about Marshall Gambino, you don't live to tell sometimes when he punches you. And, oh, another one. And here we go. Ronan getting a piece of Gregory. And Marshall made quick work of Hentai on the outside, who's on the outside now. And oh, here we go. Exchanges back and forth. And Tony, like I said before, you know, these guys are from 2PW, the Horsemen here. And now, double hip toss. And Stevie Ronan LeBell and Marshall Gambino, big headbutt. And they are they're toying. They are toying with the RWA Tag Team Championships.
Well, Marshall has been known in the RWA to be sort of a mercenary, a gun for hire. Ronan is Stevie LeBell I'm sorry, I'm shocked seeing LeBell and Marshall in an RWA ring.
This is about to happen.
This is about to happen.
That's right, the RWA Tag Team Championship on the line. Ronan and Gambino taking on, of course, the Sons of Liberty, Hentai and Gregory. And wow, does Gregory look pissed. Oh, big forearm, and here we go. Oh, he just nailed Ronan. And now, just hands full. The War Machine. You don't piss off the War Machine, and that's what Gambino did. But then again, Gambino, I mean, the man has struck so much fear in this building, the cops were caught on it.
Yeah.
For God's sakes. Hip toss and a beauty. Gambino now picking up the old war vet and slamming it.
This has to be the first match Marshall's had this decade. Now, I know the decade's young, but I mean, he's not a wrestler much anymore. He's an owner.
Yeah, but we've seen him in like one or two brawls whenever the
no, he's
locker
still
room.
a brawler. Don't get me wrong. He's still a brawler.
And
this is a wrestling match, not a brawl.
It doesn't look like he has missed a step, and now we get to see Stevie LeBell here. Last time LeBell was here, I mean, if you think about it, him and Philip Archer, they were injured at the hands of Gregory and Hentai. I mean, they had to be helped out of here. I mean, it was just I want to say, it wasn't a bad match at all. It was just Gregory and Hentai took advantage of two young kids.
Well, back when Stevie LeBell was here, he was a young kid. Since then, he has experienced the trials and tribulations of being a wrestler, and he is no longer a kid. This man is a vicious fighter. He is built exactly, has the same fighting style as someone who we all know and love in RVD. Has a jiu-jitsu background, is very tough, but he's wearing the suit today, which means he's all business. I don't think the Sons of Liberty give a crap about any of what I just said there.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to think about it. He is pretty much has the same outfit on as his mentor. I mean, Gambino's taken in all the Horsemen from the other place that we mentioned earlier. And right now, look at LeBell go. I mean, look at him taking down Hentai here. And now just has him in that arm bar. And LeBell now trying to do something. Oh, big forearm. And it just wasn't enough. I mean, LeBell has that locked. And Hentai is trying to get free from here. But one thing about Super Hentai, we both know this, just unimaginable strength this man has.
No, you would not think how strong he is, but he might be one of the strongest people in the RWA locker room.
And big kick to the back of the head, and that is why they hold the tag team gold.
Stevie,
look how just fluent they are.
LeBell just got folded in half by that combination of strikes, and now Marshall Gambino is pacing the ring watching his student get dismantled by Super Hentai.
And big shot by the War Machine, Dennis Gregory. And of course the referee's back's turned. Oh boy.
Remember,
Bo better watch, because Gambino don't mind. He doesn't care who you are.
Yeah,
He'll take out a ref if he needs
Marshall
to.
Gambino does not give a crap about a lawsuit. He's had them before. He's had...
Oh, you do not want that in your face. You'll die of suffocation.
That's 10 punches you don't expect.
And right now, tagged in is Dennis Gregory. Off the ropes he goes. Big kick to the back of the legs. And they are taking advantage of a weakened Stevie LeBell. And like we said before, we've watched Stevie LeBell just go through the trenches. I mean, the man, but then again, when you have like 20-some, 30-some years under your belt, like Gregory and Hentai, I mean, it's just, this is what you have to expect.
I mean, I feel for Stevie LeBell. Like, he is being brought into this, and look at Hentai just mocking him. Dennis Gregory mocking Marshall. They are on the wrong side of the railroad tracks right now.
But the thing is, Tony, and I will say this over and over again, we've seen Gregory and Hentai, we've seen them pretty much antagonize numerous teams here, especially the one from last month. I mean, with Gory and Crazy Steve. I mean, they were so close of beating the Sons of Liberty and just squeaking away. And I mean, my God, if Gory actually ran into Gory in the back, and he wants another shot. I highly doubt they have escaped Gory and Steve yet.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that right now. I'm more worried about watching Stevie LeBell and lose his career. Like, this kid's a young kid. And he's getting massacred by the Sons of Liberty right now.
Well, right now, I mean, the tag team wrestling, they're making Marshall, his temper, work against his own team here. They're getting Marshall to come out. Referee's turning his back, and that's when they're delivering the double team tactics. And now we're down to Sons of Liberty in complete control on 2, and I thought that it could have been the 3 count right there, but
Should have been the 3 count. If Stevie LeBell cares about his career, he should just phone this one in. Like, no one's going to, like, throw in the white towel.
There is no, well, speaking of white towel, I mean, Gregory has somebody's towel.
I think Gregory got bloodied up, a little bit of a bloody nose earlier. LeBell might have gotten a lucky shot there.
And right now,
right now,
blind tag, but it was made. Referee has seen it. Sends LeBell to ropes, up and over. Look at that agility. Has him in. Spear! Oh! My God, and the War Machine again antagonizing Gambino, but after that, my God, did you see how hard the back of LeBell's head hit that mat?
Bounced like a Super Bowl, and once again, the ref is just not in control of the double teams from the Sons of Liberty.
And LeBell is regretting life right now, folks. I mean, my God, we've seen this before, though.
We have.
And right now, oh my God, dropping all that weight on the spine of Stevie LeBell. And in control is the Sons of Liberty. If they make this, LeBell has to make a tag here. He has to. There's no ands and buts about it. If he wants this match to continue. And Gregory punching Gambino to the top, and Gambino needs to stay on the apron. And no, he's trying to get back in that ring again. And again, the referee's back is turned. Reversal. Gregory, though, oh my God, those cat-like reflexes in. Gregory knows Gambino better than anybody. They have almost tried to kill each other left and right through multiple federations here in the tri-state area. And my God, Dennis Gregory knows you have to keep Marshall Gambino out this match. Super Hentai knows the same thing. I mean, these three have done everything together, even traveled.
Oh, yeah. But the thing that I think is going to bubble up is they're mocking LeBell right now. with every move they make, they are mocking LeBell.
I mean, right now, yeah, you can see that right there, clapping into the face of Stevie LeBell was Super Hentai. Now, Super Hentai now has a Wigan LeBell, boom, European uppercut. And into the opposite corner again. They are keeping LeBell, too, away from that corner. They're keeping him away from his mentor, Marshall Gambino.
Any wrestling student who can watch this match will see ring cut-off awareness if you want to be a tag team wrestler.
And right now, did you see that? The boot was delivered. And, oh, LeBell coming back now. LeBell is coming back now, and I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Can LeBell make the tag? That's the question. Can he get over? Can he tag in a fresh horse? That's right, a fresh Marshall Gambino. We see Marshall Gambino pretty much take out 3 rows of seats with one throw of somebody. I've seen it.
This is going to be something if he gets the tag.
He does! Gambino's the fresh guy in there, legal guy too. Gregory sends him in the opposite corner. And now Gregory taking that momentum away, and they just threw his right into Hentai, big splash, and now clothesline by Gambino to Gregory. Picks him up, oh boy. Has him and slams him.
And that is the strength of Marshall Gambino.
1, 2, new chance. Only a 2 count.
Marshall Gambino is a complete and utter wrecking ball. When he gets ahead of steam, he will run right through a human being.
And wait a minute, LeBell back in. I'm surprised he's even walking at this point. Has him up, double. Oh, wait a minute. A kick to the Olsen twins. And again, low blow by Hentai to rolls LeBell up. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. What is going on here? And no, again. To quote my 5-year-old, a shot to the peanuts. Jesus. Stevie LeBell, I hope you were not planning on having kids. And now double teaming the bull. Hentai and Gregory now send him into the ropes. Has him. Oh, they missed something there. Big clothesline. Here he has him. Belly to belly landed. Could this be it? New champs? No.
Marshall's wing awareness at full display.
But wait a minute, Hentai accidentally dropped that elbow. Has it 1, 2, no! And Dennis Gregory, with a millisecond away, saves him and Hentai's tag team championships. My God, this crowd getting behind LeBell and Gambino. Wouldn't it be great to see the Sons of Liberty?
I wouldn't call it gray. I know what you're about to say. I wouldn't call it gray, but let's.
I mean,
big splash into the corner.
And another one. Double splash, both by Gambino and LeBell here. And the War Machines, he was down to 1 knee. Could this be it? Oh, they're calling for something here. Wait a minute, Hentai now. Off the ropes he goes. Super kick delivered by Gregory. And another one. This is it. LeBell's out. But who's the legal man? That's the question. I mean, this match has been so chaotic.
I don't think Bo knows. Oh, wait!
That was a shot with a chair by Hentai.
I don't think Marshall's going to come back into this match.
I mean, Hentai had to do what he had to do, but it was the wrong way of handling it, I thought. But hey,
doesn't matter.
War Machine drives him down. Here comes double knee. Nobody gets up from that. 1, 2, and 3. My God, Sons of Liberty retain the titles.
Here are your winners, and still RWA Tag Team Champions, the Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty victorious again, and once more, the numbers game just keeps up. destroys their opponents. Doesn't matter if it's a tag team. These two work in such a way that every tag team match they're in is a handicap match for their opposition, and once again, they show it.
But
I've honestly never seen such a fluid tag team in wrestling.
Well, I will say this. Marshall Gambino and LeBell gave it their all, but it just was not enough for Hentai and Gregory, and this crowd just despises these two.
Hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. Yes. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Is doing very well. He just signed a major deal over there, and now he's holding a contract for RWA Gold at any chance. You gotta give the Rev credit, but, and this is a big but, Shotgun Tony Gunn had an amazing year 2. He rehabbed from extensive surgery, made waves in OVW against Sami Callihan of the previously named OVE. This man, Tony Gunn, might see himself as where Rev is right now is where he should have been should the surgery, should the tricep injury not occur.
I agree completely, Tony. I mean, like I said, it's just, like I said, but both these guys have had one hell of a run, a hell of a ride, and I mean, my God, this is the first time these two get the clash here.
Which is amazing to me. It's amazing to me that these two never faced off in RWA until right now.
And I asked, I ran into Tony in the backstage, and of course, he yelled at me, like always. But then again, he said,
Tonys don't yell at you, Doc.
No,
yes,
never.
we do. We always do.
All right, a little sign of respect here. No. Ouch. But then again, who?
Same old Tony Gunn.
That's right, Shotgun Tony Gunn. Here we go, and these two about to lock up here. And now the Rev delivering a PG-13 answer to...
The more colloquial version.
Yeah. Than the rated R version that we saw just 2 seconds ago.
Right.
But now, squeezing that head. Tony Gunn off the ropes now. Boom! Big shoulder block. Oh, there we go. Show it off like always. Went over. Look at the agility of the Rev. And wow, the Rev has just been trying. We've seen the Rev use these moves before and usually getting countered, but right now, Rev coming back, takes him down just by the head. He took him there, flipped him over, squeezing his head like a great ball, rolls him up. One. Gotta watch Tony Gunn there.
Yeah, Tony Gunn is agile as all hell. So is Rev for that matter, but both of these men are mat technicians, mat generals. These guys know how to work a squared circle like nobody else.
But Tony Gunn, did you see how quick he is? Just the fact that he just delivered that shot to Rev's up and over. And again, Rev with the takedown. And oh, wait a minute, that Gunn using those leg muscles and now squeezing the head of the Rev.
Yeah, Gunn, probably the big advantage Gunn has in this match is his leg strength. While Rev is a lot more limber, Gunn is a gym freak. You watch his... Wow, these two are just trading right now.
Back and forth they go. I mean, they have an answer for everything. It's just a chess game and a half.
But you watch some of Tony Gunn's YouTube and Instagram and Facebook sessions, his stories. You see this man's a gym freak.
Well, I mean, you were saying earlier about the gym. He does spend his life in the gym. I mean, when he was working the thing he has with the 2 weighted poles, I mean, just the strength of that man is unreal.
Well, this man has invented ways to lift weights. That's how much of a strength and gym rat he is. He invented ways to lift heavy objects.
And this crowd getting behind both these guys. I mean, we got a split crowd here, Tony. Especially when it comes to, like, just Tony Gunn and Rev. Ouch! That's one of the biggest signs of disrespect right there. A slap to the face.
Yes, because Rev hasn't slapped anyone in the face ever. See, he just tried it.
Then he missed him and misses him again off the ropes. Up and over. Oh, he came with it. Shades of Baby Powder, if anybody remembers that movie. Good Lord, he came with it. Off the ropes and then slapped him. Never heard of Baby Powder the Pimp?
No, I've heard of it, but...
Okay. Yes, I referenced it. I don't care.
Jesus.
But now Gunn getting out of the way, and over goes. Big shot. I thought he was going to kick him in the chest, but he grabbed him, flips him over. Oh boy, here we go. If I'm people, I am moving. We got Flying Rev. Flying Rev and takes him out. Suicide dive. And now Tony Gunn landing in a pile of chairs there. Oh, wait a minute. Did you see Tony Gunn getting that chair?
He was trying to use that chair as a way to stand himself up. I don't think he had any malice behind that. That was malice, though.
He threw the Rev right into that steel beam. Ouch! And the Rev, I mean, he went shoulder first. Gunn's going to attack that arm. I just know it.
Well, Gunn is a master manipulator of limbs. Okay, Gunn focuses on a singular point and torques it all the way to destruction. When I say click, click, bloom, it's not just a catchphrase. It's what he wants to hear your joints do by the time the match is over.
I mean, he, like I said before, we've watched people not even leave the ring on their own assistance after the match. I mean, Tony Gunn beats you up. That's all there is to it. He's doing it right now as we speak. And he is just delivering it to the Rev here. And right now,
Rev's trying to shake his senses back to him. I don't know if he's getting there.
I mean, Tony Gunn now in control of this matchup. And right now, that's right, the representative of Shane Taylor Productions in trouble. And the Rev Promotions, pardon me.
Do you want Shane Taylor to come back and kick your ass?
No, thank you. And right now delivers, another one. Just pretty much a semi-spear into that opposite corner, and now the Rev is down. Tony Gunn setting up for something. Here we go, and that was the boom. I think we just skipped the click there.
That power knee right to the face, and that could be it.
Only a 2 count. Tony Gunn trying to enter, or pretty much trying to argue that. No, we're not.
No, but this is the first match Tony Gunn has, and this official is new since Tony Gunn back. He got to develop a rapport like an umpire with a batter.
Point taken. Oh, wait a minute. Blocking the suplex, though, is the Rev. And again, getting that leg in there. Did you see those shots of the ribs Tony Gunn was delivering? And right now, the Rev has him up. Wow. Suplex and a beauty. 1, 2, and no, only a 2 count. And the Rev can't believe it.
The thing I like is every time Tony Gunn is pinned by Rev, he's rolling to the ropes to try to get closer to a break somewhere. He is trying to use the entire ring to his advantage. Rev is one of those competitors that you can't take lightly, and Tony Gunn knows this.
I mean, we said this once, we said it again. Both of these guys have something to fight for. They both have a fire. You know, they want this to be the year.
And speaking of joint focus, Tony Gunn is now stepping on that ankle, now grabbing the ears, the actual ears of Rev. And
big right there. And the Rev is shaking right after that punch. Now he's starting to twist his head off.
While raking the nose, he is putting so much pressure on multiple points of Rev's body that his brain cannot comprehend the pain he's going through.
I mean, do you see the Rev's left leg? It was buckling there for a second. I mean, Tony Gunn was just pretty much making him almost do a split, you could say, Tony, against his own will.
This is what Shotgun Tony Gunn does. He breaks you down like a Lego set.
Oh, this crowd completely hates Tony Gunn here. And, of course, The Rev, very loved here in West Newton, as he pretty much won almost every award RWA had to offer. And of course, you know, God forbid anybody else win the non-personality award.
Calm down, Doc.
Just saying.
Gunn has broken out several unique holds in this match to put more pressure on Ron. Ron's now coming back to it, but Gunn has been in control for most of this match.
Oh, big boot. Has him. Reverse neck breaker. Gunn's in trouble, maybe.
And that might be the first opening that Rev has to get in complete control of this turn.
But we've seen Rev bounce back real quick. He's not bouncing back.
We've also seen Tony Gunn in previous matches, control matches like this.
And right now, missing it all. Again, Gunn stealing the momentum back.
Using his opponent's eagerness, Gunn now is in prime opportunity to win this match.
He didn't even use the turnbuckle. Did you see the balance and the agility of Shotgun Tony Gunn there?
RWA has forgotten how talented Tony Gunn is. This is the Gunn show. We're all witnessing it.
This is why he is the Triple Crown champion of OVW. Right there.
Right there.
And right now, Rev's slow to... He can't even get to his feet. I mean... Well, he's beaten, he's battered, he's holding his ribs.
Looks like Rev's looking for Jesus, but Jesus ain't over there. There's Tony instead.
Big knee right there. That is the click, click, boom. It could be over right here. This crowd hating the fact that the hero here of West Newton, I will say it, the Rev, Ron Hunt. It's not looking good for the Rev.
Well, I live in the real world. I don't believe in heroes and villains. I believe in talent. And right now, Gunn is showing he may be more talented than Rev Ron Hunt.
He's not used the turnbuckle once. He keeps jumping from the side there. That is just amazing balance and agility. And oh, Ron had him. Rolls him up. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there. Misses that knee. Has him. Pancake. Done. But wait a minute, Gunn rolling towards the ropes there. My God. Tony Gunn was smart there. Did you notice that Ron Hunt could have went for a pin, but no.
I'm also noticing that Tony Gunn is favoring his left wrist right now. I think he landed awkwardly on that pancake slam. Rev now throwing punches, and they're trading blows now left and right and left and right.
Receipt after receipt after receipt, you could say. And these two back and forth. The exchange of chops and punches, and Tony Gunn winning this brawl right now. Ron Hunt hanging on the ropes like Apollo Creed, but it's not enough. Kicks his knee out. Oh, stomping on that wrist that he heard earlier. What? That was a cutter from the low ground.
Low bridge cutter.
Good
Going
Lord.
down to Chris Taylor's level of hell to hit that one.
Hey, Ron Hunt's been in that hell, Chris Taylor, numerous times, including Disney. Up and over. Oh, big shot. Look at that agility of Hunt, up and over. Handstand. Was going to throw that back elbow, but again, Tony Gunn doing his homework. But wait a minute, flips over and look at Ron Hunt go. Enziguri. And Gunn's out on his feet. And right now, couple shots. This could be it right here. Rev sent to the ropes though.
Shot to the kidney.
I mean, that's the worst place to get hit. One of the worst, exactly. Rolls him over. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count again. German lays him. 1, 2. Only a 2. My God, what is it going to take?
You can see the exhaustion coming through both men's faces right now. They have given it all they can for this victory, and you can see that every move hurts both of them. Both of them are hurting each other with every shot.
Well, right now, I think Ron has 10 for Tony Gunn here. This crowd getting behind Ron Hunt now. Only made it to 5, though. And just twisting him around. And again, Tony Gunn, that was impressive. I mean, 5
strength.
huge shots and then just twisting his opponent around. Has him here on the top rope and pushes. And Ron Hunt out that big boot to the face. Can Ron Hunt do something here? Ron Hunt now to the top rope. Oh, and Tony Gunn kicking the foot out, and Ron Hunt landing on that rope.
It's literally just the last person to have enough strength to hit a big maneuver is going to win this. They are both so exhausted from beating the ever-loving crap out of each other that it is now coming to this. A big dice roll for it all. Tony Gunn on the second rope trying to get Ron Hunt up there.
For that superplex, and wait a minute. I think it's going to happen.
One more foot.
I don't think Hunt has it. Oh, has him.
Ducks through. Wait a minute.
Has him up.
Poking.
He poked it. Did you see? He thumbed his eyes. He thumbed his eyes. Come on, Gunn. You're better than that. 2. No.
Okay.
How did Ron Hunt get out of that?
Immense credit. A thumb to the both eyes. Not just one eye, both eyes. And I'm a big Tony Gunn fan. Thumb to both eyes, followed by a DDT, and now Tony Gunn's getting heated. Doesn't know this ref, doesn't have a rapport with him. He's starting to get frustrated.
Well, Tony Gunn's lining them up for something here, Tony.
I think he might be going for that shotgun elbow. Discus.
Misses him. Has him up. Into a cutter there.
TKO
That could be it here.
variant.
2. No. Holy shnikes.
Wow.
I can't believe what I just saw. Tony Gunn kicked out of that. I mean, Hunt had him up, flipped him over, gave him the cutter, and that was the end of it. That was supposed to be it.
And it was a TKO variant. If anyone knows anything about cutter mythology, it throws a rotational axis onto your neck so you are cranked in 2 different places when the cutter is hit onto the mat.
Tony Hunt, look at Tony Gunn can barely get up right now. Ron Hunt, oh, wait a minute now. There is no quit in shotgun Tony Gunn, but right now, Hunt has him. Wait, rolls him. 1, 2, no. Has anyone ever seen that happen? 1, 2, 3, it's over. Wow. Ron Hunt squeezes that one. Listen, I'll say this. What a hell of a match that was, and Ron Hunt squeezing that victory and pretty much stealing that victory from Shotgun Tony Gunn.
You know, I'll take any chance I possibly have to talk trash on Ron Hunt. I think he's completely lost his way. Wait a minute, Tony Gunn now
Throws him out of the ring, and Tony Gunn makes his return to RWA and walks out with a loss.
But
And he's irate.
He's pissed, but I don't think